management behind us. 2 City of Atlanta trucks. One of their newer, New Way, I think that's a King Cobra on a crane carrier. And then one of the older CNG trucks. Peterbilt with a McNeilus body. We're on our way to a new stop. Today will be the first official pickup on it. It's supposed to be a 2-yarder going once a week for now. I'm gonna have to roll it out to the truck from what I saw in the GPS pictures. On, bring our arms down. This church does a lot for the homeless community. Uh-oh, they can't get around. make sure that door didn't swing back open.
of the video is for Carson. He had asked about the auto pack feature, and pretty much just a basic rundown on the controls. So Carson, my truck is a 2003. There aren't too many on the road with this particular setup, this console. But right here, this red button is the emergency stop button for the packer. Say something's falling over the blade and you need to stop it real fast, you just push this down. When you get ready to start again, just pull it up. Right here is the pump switch. That's off. It'll illuminate green when it's on. This green button here is for the auto pack start, and this is auto retract. Than auto, but I can still do that with these two buttons. See it, but this truck originally had a single joystick, and it was in an X pattern. But I've always been more partial to dual levers. We call them rabbit ears. But up front on the Heil is your forks, and on the back is the arms. You pull it down, my pump is worn out, so I have to give it some throttle. But you pull it down, your arms go up. Push the forks away, it'll level your forks out. So as you're going up, you're pulling back towards you with rabbit ears and pushing the forks away to level the can as you go up. Then pull it towards you to tilt the can in, and then back away to tilt out. And then push your arms lever away from you to bring it down. Now, you always want to look at it as an extension of you. That's what I tell every driver. This truck is an extension of yourself. Now this one won't do it because it's got problems. But the more pressure you put on the joystick, the faster it's supposed to move. Because you're getting a full flow of fluid to your valve bodies back here. Oh, my flash was right quick so they know to go around. But some people drive straight at you. So I know everything is moving a little fast.
whenever I have guys and ladies ride with me, I always tell them, you know, the first few days, I'll talk to you as much as I can, but really just watch, you know, what I'm doing. I'm about to back up and move that cardboard. But to demonstrate the auto pack, I'll press the button down and it'll illuminate. Your blade will automatically start going back. Now, assuming there's nothing that's gonna come over your hopper, your packer blade, you can just let it ride. We don't have that much on here. So once it gets to a certain point, there's 2 proximity switches over here, limit switches on that packer cylinder. Once it gets to a certain point or a certain pressure, it'll automatically kick the retract side on, and it'll bring your blade back to you. This one doesn't come back exactly all the way, so I have to hit it right here. Oh, I'm sorry. This is your manual pack button. Mainly use anything under this bar you don't really mess with if you can help it while you're on the route. This is for your packer blade. Use this to eject the load. You can't use these two to push the load out once you get to the transfer station. And right next to it is the top door. Over here, you don't touch these two at all when you're on the route. This is for your tailgate locks, and this one is for the tailgate to raise it up and down. Keep your hand away from these two. You'll have a really bad day when you pop a tailgate, especially if the truck is loaded. What I do, even with a single joystick, whether it's a X pattern or a cross pattern, which if you look at it, you know, if you look at it this way, it's a cross pattern. Look at it that way, it's an X. It's the same thing, and that's why I try to tell a lot of drivers. You just gotta get your mind right for it and position your hand a certain way, that's all. But to bang a can, I'll move it out, let it go. And I can do the same things by rocking the forks. It's just you get it's a stronger effect using the arms to do it than the forks. But it depends on what type of truck too. Raise that up so I can see. Yeah, sadly, it's not the most well-kept area here. Gotta kick this stuff out the way. Have to be careful because this is Rat City. You always want to check the front of your truck for stuff like this. You know, if you can see it, but there's a shaft inside that goes to the pump. You don't want any trash to get stuck on there. But what'll happen, it'll end up spinning and it'll pull that trash up inside the pump, the back of the pump. And that'll cause major failure to it. Right as we back out of our can, we're pulling back on the joystick towards me, and when you have a pump that works right, it'll bring them up. So as I would be backing up, I would be bringing my arms back up. And since I'm not on the street, I'll do what my brother Zach calls Bravo bulling. I'll leave my forks out. There's not any wires in here. Maybe 1 or 2 little low branches, but they're soft. Nothing to worry about. So when I'm going box to box, you know, in a shopping plaza or an apartment complex, I keep them out.
But you still have to be wary of everything around you, under you, and especially above you in the front end. These trucks are no joke. You can do a lot of damage. A lot of damage if you're not careful. Worried about that TV, it might fall out. Got a chair down there, hit my bumper and pushed the can. Sometimes what I'll do, bump the can down a little to make the trash inside kind of level out. But stuff like that, if you're not careful, it can rock back on you and tear up your windshield or your wipers. Come on, baby. Got a little weight on it, so she's struggling. Because sometimes they'll put a lot of dirt in these cans for whatever reason. Now we're going to use these buttons to manually pack. See how it's cresting over the blade? I hit my auto retract, bring it back to me. Hit the extend again, and I'll keep doing that over and over until the garbage goes down. Look like that's still stuck inside the can, so I'll take it back as far as I can and maybe shake the can a little bit more to get that out. Chair right there that's gonna fight against me putting this can back, but we cleared it. And down it goes.
The worst of it on 400 South is between Haynes Bridge and North Bridge, but as long as right down the corner, no crash in Holly Springs 575 South Red Road. This road, that's probably one lane, so we're going to continue 75 South Main slowing down from the Lake Valley to the bridge and traffic breaks at Marietta. Triple team traffic 95.5 WSB. This portion of the 8 a.m. non-stop news speeds will last some as well as yours.
Go ahead and run our blade back while we're on our way to the next can. It's kind of sad. This can may not have hardly anything in it, but all they do is come outside and throw it right on the ground in front. It's been a problem for a long time.
got a door that was in there. So this is a good example. Something like this, say you're packing back, you can hit the emergency stop, you know, to stop it, or you don't necessarily have to do that. You can actually hit the retract button while the green light is illuminated. See, and it'll bring your blade back too. A lot of times when I was being trained, when I was not a veteran, when I was a rookie driver, the older guys told me really not to mess with the emergency stop, because back then, if you hit it too hard, this plastic can break. It just screws down in there. And once it breaks, you're not able to use it. You actually have to take pliers or whatever to pull it up, you know, and push it down. Sure why they do that, but they do. So again, as we're backing out, we're raising our arms up, and in this case I'm actually going to fold my forks because we got a lot of tree branches back here, and I'll leave my arms about halfway. Go ahead and raise them up. Since I don't have that much on the truck as is, and I pushed those other cans back pretty deep, with it not being as much in this last can I just dumped, I can go ahead and put this one on top of it and then pack it. Dragging a vine.
I got my sneakers on and I will be speeding there on that.
Caught on my step. This is another rat can. They used to be really bad in here. Oh, sorry about that, guys. That messed up my angle. The image on my screen is frozen. Now, Pup here is in the way where I normally turn around at. Well, thank you, sir. Or ma'am. Looks like a female. All right, little doggy, get out the way.
I-20 eastbound is slowing down below Park to the East Junior Drive into that bright sunshine around the corner, heading to the downtown connector. Outside, further slow I-20 leaving the way station, trying to get past Six Flags. Remember, Riverside Parkway northbound shut down. I-20 with water main repair work. By Tokyo, slow I-20 westbound to 285 and inside the giving Portland Avenue.
So as I approach a can, if everything is clear, I'll bring my arms down. Watch out, doggy. Level my forks where I can go in the sleeves with no issue. Throw in neutral. Pull back on my lever. Push the other out for the forks to level it as I go up. And I like to try to do it in one motion to keep it as smooth as possible, especially when you got a truck that's fast. That allows you to take your can to the hopper with very minimal spilling, if any. push away from you and bring your forks towards you to level your forks back so you can set the can down level. The less pressure you put on it, it'll slow down. I like the idea of cushion cylinders, but an experienced driver can actually control all of that with the joystick. Come on, baby, get up. And push this back. And head to our next stop. We're going to Fulton Industrial. Got a truck repair shop that was closed on Monday for the holiday. So I'm back in the area today. And I give him his pickup for the week. It's a one-time-a-week stop. From there, we have one more stop to go, an apartment complex near the transfer station. But I gotta make a call to my broker, so I'll be right back with you guys. All right, gang. Pulling into Walkmall now. GFL transfer station. It used to be owned by Advanced Disposal, but during the after the buyout, it had to be sold off. That's how GFL ended up with it.
It's so pleased that you've come. We are eager to begin diplomatic discussions. Nothing to discuss.
Yeah, whatever you want.
And neither Earth is ready right now to join the Federation.
Hold on, I know what the story is.
The yard used to belong to Lathan, the transfer station and all. They used to take recycling here too.
Nothing to discuss.
Nothing to discuss.
Nothing, Stacy. Nothing to discuss. Are there just some odds and ends, some loose?
No, nothing.
But I don't think they take any cardboard anymore. The city of College Park used to come here a lot, but now they go to Pratt. Have to call in into the scale house here. New skylight is courtesy of a roll-off company. They had actually damaged the building. The transfer station was shut down for a while. First thing we do once we back up here, hit our unlock button, and your warning will go off for the tailgate. Hit our button towards raise, where I switch, and you can see the tailgate going up here and in the mirror. Here, I don't raise my tailgate entirely. I just raise it enough. Then we'll come over here to this switch, push it towards extend, and just hold it down, and that'll push the load out. Say something was coming up, just come off of it, it'll stop, and you can push it towards retract and bring it back towards you. Pretty straightforward operation with the controls. right, they will have an alarm for your tailgate. Tailgate down as we're moving, and I'm not gonna bring it down entirely. Stop right here. I'm gonna go and clean my seal off right quick. Put on our flashers, and they ask that you wear a hard hat, so we'll throw that on. Keeping this track clear of glass and stuff will help your seal. It's just a big piece of rubber that goes inside a channel from here down and across. But this will extend the life on it. I mean, nothing lasts forever, but you know, one thing for sure, you don't want to stand underneath your tailgate, so always keep a pole or something to knock stuff off. Try not to get under there. It's a magnet. Yep. Do it for the transfer station. We'll go up front and grab our weight ticket. We'll lower the tailgate. And with a Heil, once you bring the tailgate down, before you can even lock it, if your packer blade is all the way up, it automatically retracts. Stop halfway, pull it down on the tailgate again, make sure it's flush, then I'll lock it and I'll do a tug test. She's locked, so we'll go ahead and hit the pack and then retract to bring my blade all the way back to the front. And that'll do it. Carson, I hope this was a help. Like I said, over the weeks to come, I'll be touching on more stuff and, you know, just constantly refreshing it. Yeah, it's not a hard job. It's, like I said, it's a lot to take in the beginning, you know, but once you get the hang of it, it becomes second nature. It's a little dingy today. I had to go in the landfill yesterday. It's a little muddy. She won't stay this way for long. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, Carson, I hope this was a good introduction for you. and we'll keep it going. Thanks, guys. I gotta go back for an emergency pickup, but I'll get with you guys later. We got a long ride. Thanks for tuning in. God bless.